today.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. With the Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Browns, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Back to throw, Purdy. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, James Prochet. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out in his 4th NFL season, former Temple Owl, P.J. Walker.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Browns at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Again, they turn to Ford. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Walker. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 9.
19 Tiger.
To throw is Walker. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, check that. Street. Hurt. Right there, hurt. There you go.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, That's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Hunt is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
18 Rams.
Here's Walker. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Walker now. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers. That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And they'll run it here. A little juke. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try and pick it up on running the option to the right. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Purdy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
This is Ford. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You look at this Niner defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Walker. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a second down and 4. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Moore graded high on the scale with speed, hands, and route running ability entering the 2021 draft, but had limited chances in his first 2 years with the Jets. Cleveland brought him in to give him a chance to grow into the starter many expected. It sure looks like they made the right decision there.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Dragon 60.
Now a second down throw for Walker. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Walker. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Walker from the gun on third down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
The lengthy Armstead made a great play there, and he's making up for lost time after he battled injury last season. Getting him back makes an elite group of pass rushers downright scary.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
It's a pickup of 17 there, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That was all great until the final act, able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a first down on third down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Coming up to you. Lightning 18. Jack Panther. Three. Check, Bobcat. Check, smash. Hey, go.
Right back to him on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
60 Maverick.
Now Walker. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Hey, smash. Check. Hey, check, Mike.
Looking to throw. Walker. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a second and 10.
Tiger, 19, Tiger. Trap 60. Give me that ball, defense. 50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine. Check smash. 57 Mike. Mike 57. Hustle.
From the shotgun, it's Walker. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10.
19 tight. Here we go. 57 to Mike. Watch the run. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Eric Armstead. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal from 28 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll accept that penalty. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, the return is Prochet. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A nice pickup by Hunt, and you know he is hungry to be a more featured player in an offense. This is still the guy who led the league in rushing as a rookie in 2017, and he has proven since that he can still be an impact runner.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Walker. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's a screen play. This is Strong. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. working out of the gun here, Walker. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Hunt will try going up the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
19, Tiger, 19.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now they'll change things up. First down, Walker. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself now just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing here, Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Purdy now on 2nd down. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run with Ford. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Check smash, check smash, check, hurt. Check nickel.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it's good enough for a Cleveland first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And they go play action. Here's Walker. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A first down throw for Walker. Being chased out left. He's got the connection to Cooper. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll run with Hunt. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now this time he'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go check, go check. Ready,
running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Walker hit and the ball is out. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On third down, here's Purdy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 16-point deficit. Offense heading back out to take possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Walker sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Trying to move the pocket there, out to the right on the bootleg, but nothing develops. And he's forced to just throw this one away.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Walker. He's got the connection to Moore. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and sneak it here. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 62 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That's the type of impact play you expect from McCaffrey, the comeback player of the year runner-up in 2022. Despite a midseason trade, put up almost 1,900 all-purpose yards and also made his second Pro Bowl.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 31, here's second down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now Hunt. Brought down at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down now, it's Ford, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Second down. Here's Walker. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bryant. Touchdown! Harrison Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And that flag accepted. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Purdy looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. And on paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And now an audible here into something else. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
On 2nd down, it's Ford, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark, got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On first down, it's Purdy. And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now Walker. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Walker now. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And now it's a bootleg with Walker. Swings this out for Hunt.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go now. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
And they take a knee.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Hey, go down. 57 Mike. 57 Mike. Ready.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go check. Go check.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Cleveland, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indians.